Thank you, Verdlith, for the 100 bits. Welcome to Tuna Fred, indeed. Although we're starting with something different. It's the off-season. Technically, there shouldn't be a Gfred. I know I keep saying this is the last Gfred for a while. But let's take these journeys on a journey into a tree, apparently. Yep, those hits are actually going to help. There we go. Journeying to the first checkpoint. We don't need no swimming this time. We're only allowed to use these up until the first checkpoint, though. Give me the checkpoint. I'm gonna have to get out. Please don't die. Go over the top. I'm jumping over journeys to get back to this. This is absolutely manic. Oh, I can't get out. Come on. Oh my days. Okay, it was probably quicker to just swim. Look at that mess. We had to do it. It's the off season. The journey tourer or whatever it's called exists. We had to use it for its intended purpose. So yeah, this is the last Gfred for a month. I know I said last week's was the last well, I said 2 weeks ago was the last. I said 2 weeks ago was the last Gfred for a month, and then we had a bonus Gfred that I wasn't expecting on 8th gear. And then just the way that it's worked out, because the 100th random all, just follow, he says, what if I'm... Is Josh in the lead? Josh, you've got to run to the freeway and get a car. Oh, Josh is doing his first Gfred. And then to the quarry. He's not going to know where the quarry is. But yeah, we're doing the 100th random all on the first Sunday of next month, which is...
Oh, what a scumbag!
You know, if we'd stuck with the off season, and that would be the first Sunday of the new season. So instead of, you know, trying to shoehorn in Gfred then, we're doing an extra Gfred now. Then we'll take a break for the off season, and we'll come back in September for Gfreds with the PS4. But yeah, it's all going to work out the same. It's just the weeks are shifted a little bit. Dad joke, here's one. What do computers and air conditioners have in common? They both become useless when you open Windows. I like that. This is going to spark a new passion in Josh to hot lap Gfred.
Hello everyone, I'm Broughy1322, and this donation serves as an update to my
there's no cars
donation series where I take all donation sounds around a circuit to find the best to use for racing.
Oh, is this for real? Where are all the cars? Thank you so much for the donation. I'll read it all at the end. So the idea with this Gfred is that all the traffic is meant to be tuners DOC vehicles. So I thought, oh, it'll make a nice little fun, you know, Gfred to do with all the tuners vehicles. I mean, there's a bison as well. But it's no good if there's tuners DOC vehicles in the traffic. It's no good if there's no traffic. The traffic's gonna get drip fed. Oh, that's a bloody golf cart. And there's cars down there. Cars are spawning. What's that? No, come here, come here, come here. No! Okay, we are going to be quite far back. This has been the worst start to a Gfred, I think, ever. I don't think it's ever been this long. We're 5 minutes into the race. I don't think it's ever been this long that I've not had a car in a Gfred. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Vector, 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 vector.
You're blocking my way and my chi, asshole.
Alright. Drip feed car. Getting this car, driving this car before it's even been released in vanilla GTA as of us doing this race. Oh my days. Yeah, the rule was tuner DOC vehicles only. If there's a bison, I'll allow a bison. No cop cars though. Just given the nightmarishness. Oh, here they all are. Load of bloody dominators. Give him a nice little hit there. Nice colour on this Vector as well. Yeah, we need to unlearn everything that we think about these cars as well, because Project Homecoming have put their own custom handling on them. There's Josh. So the Calico is not going to just be OP. I mean, it'll still be good because it's all-wheel drive up Chiliad, but yeah, they've done their own handling for them, so they're not going to handle like they do on vanilla. They might have made the Calico super slow, you know, you never know. Alright, away we go. For anybody who doesn't know who Josh Muzz is, co-host of the podcast. If you don't know about the podcast, where have you been? But he's also a prolific GTA speedrunner who doesn't know the GTA 5 map, as you can see there in the chat. But that's because he speedruns the 3D games like San Andreas and Vice City and stuff like that. And I never thought I'd see the day where Joshimus would be doing a Gfred. I was watching Josh's videos before I found you. Josh said on the last podcast how he used to comment on my videos asking about the fastest cars in GTA for his speedrunning when he was initially getting into speedrunning GTA 5, but I don't think that lasted long for him. We've both been around for a while. Yeah, we're both on the podcast now. I stopped because this game sucks. I don't disagree, to be fair. Is that the leader going back up the... Jesus, we're so far back. I think I'm going to keep the Vector, to be honest, unless I see maybe a Sultan RS Classic. That's the only thing that could make the change. Broughy, youtube.com/choking hazard gaming. That's the podcast. If anybody wants to check it out. Been doing that podcast for years now. It's good fun. Just some Calico. Oh no, that's a Dominator. I thought I saw a Calico on the left, but maybe it was a Dominator. Please tell Josh about the airport jump. I think I would rather have Josh just go through the airport parking garage and rather than, you know, potentially mess up the airport jump and die and then respawn at the quarry. For his first experience on Gfred, I don't think that's going to be fantastic. I wonder what the Previan's like. Is it worth risking? I feel like in the interests of trying out different cars. Thanks for the compliments on the sick grind. I mean, we're not going to win this Gfred anyway. After that horrendous start. Let's just try something different. So, someone had a Sultan there, looked like. Previan. First new coupe to be added to the game since 2016? 2016. Quite why they chose this to be a coupe and not so many other things, I don't know. This is not as quick as the Vector. I should have stuck with the Vector. Project Homecoming guys could have done something like ridiculous and made the Warrener the quickest, just to throw everybody off. A lot of GTTs. Oops. Sorry, I was reading the chat. Yeah, the Vector's all-wheel drive as well, isn't it? I think I made a big mistake getting rid of the Vector, honestly. I think I've made a significant error.
Oh no! Shit!
But hey, in the interest of just trying out some different cars, you know, it's the off-season, technically. Let's just have a bit of fun with it. I think I've gone from probably the best car to use to a slower car to an even slower car. Like, I've taken the worst up.
You hit my fucking car!
I'm gonna be back at the airport. Looks like I'm back in this Previan again. I think that counts for a drink. Thanks, Benny. Even the same colour. This is like exactly the same car. I made a mistake getting rid of the let's try the I'm just gonna go for as many tuners, different tuners in what single Gfred as I can. What am I on? 4? Ah, he doesn't have to wait for that. Technically, yes, but I wouldn't make him wait for that. It was just me getting out of the car and it was just a mess. Not a lot he could have done. It's one of those things. Like, if you accidentally run somebody over, you should wait, but really that's a that's something that's meant for the start of the race. Just in order to make people be careful when they get their cars on the freeway. And this isn't too bad, top speed wise. It might struggle up Chiliad though. I never got a chance to try out the GTT. I was killed before I could get in it. Yeah, those single player spawns like that Sentinel that we just passed. That's the kind of stuff. That I always talk about when we do Gfreds on Project Homecoming, and you've got to stick to the cars that are meant to be in the traffic, because you get some single player spawns crop up every now and then, since 5M is a multiplayer mod of single player GTA. Yeah, the Panto that we saw earlier, the Cokehead Classic that was at the top of the parking garage. Not allowed to take any of those for this one. Are those the leaders? They might not even be the leaders, just like second place, third place or something. Oh, I've left the chat on all this time. I didn't even realise. Yes, just got there first. Josh now drove to a lake and needs to go to the other side. I told you to just follow everybody else, Josh. Also, Benny's running. Has Benny been given some karma for running me over by Gfred? This rides the rails very nicely indeed. Passing the Vector. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to struggle up Chiliad in this though, I think. Although I'll probably have a better time than that RT3000. This is going to be a bit of a struggle.
He's a scumbag! He's an absolute scumbag!
Come on. Come on, Dominator. Come on, ASP. Okay, the Vector was a good decision. I think the Vector's been the best car that has been around. I really did make a mistake getting rid of it. Not that I was going to win anyway, but... No, no, come on. No. No, 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 no. Oh, bollocks! Oh, this has been a struggle. Come on. Oh, it's slightly more grippy on that bit of rock, but... gonna have to go further along. Too steep. Oh no. Come on. Just get me to the path, please. The path is right there. The path is right there. I'm having a bad time. Not enough grip. Ow! That's Josh! What a scum! Master takes the win already. He's already finished. I'm gonna have to go like all the way back. Okay, my only goal in this race now is to beat Josh. If he comes in on his very first Gfred and beats me after hitting me on the way up Chiliad and tooting his horn, taking the piss. If I don't beat him, like that's it, career over. Never do Gfred again, just let Josh do it. Trying to bump draft. To be fair, Josh is such a nice guy that I believe him. I believe him when he said he was trying to help. But I still can't lose to him. Oops. To illustrate how powerful all-wheel drive is for Chiliad, the stock all-wheel drive Picador can make it up for this route. But this can't. Yeah, all-wheel drive is key. All-wheel drive is so important for Chiliad. And especially in a low-grip muscle car like this with decent power. It's not making it. I am nowhere. I'm just like on my own at the back. This has been a bad Gfred. You know how I say like during the seasons are 3 months. We started season 2 and I put in some really good performances, and then by the end of the seasons I tend to do pretty badly and issues happen. Every Gfred gets worse and worse and worse as we get to the end of a season, and then I need that month break on the off season. Wait, there's Josh. Oh, he didn't make it up yet. Okay. Okay, we got time. This is a great Gfred. Yeah, might be great Gfred for you lot. Sure, you guys are all having fun. Watching the abject misery and failure. Should have just kept the vector. Hashtag, yeah, think of the content. The hashtag content. No, you can't use the bike. Bikes are banned in Gfred's, Josh. Sorry. Did he get out? Did he get out of his car to get on the bike? And this car's despawned. Oh man. Oh, I'm just gonna leave this on. It's the off season. It's been a nightmare, Gfred. It's the last Gfred for a while. We're just letting it all out. Experts in their field. Josh, the next marker is at the observatory. You got to go back along the train tracks. Alright, we can finish this strong. Let's see where I end up. Whoops. The outrage in the chat. Don't start questioning the rules now. Has Josh really never watched a Gfred? Probably not. He speedruns and streams, you know, iRacing and all the old GTA games. He doesn't really do GTA 5 at all. What a Gfred. Last Gfred for a month. Might as well switch into a Comet. Is it a Comet or is it a Growler? I don't know, I can't tell the difference. It is a Growler. I was going to say Comet S2. It's a Weevil. teach him the ins and outs of Gfred during the next podcast. That'd make a very boring podcast. Is the Growler all-wheel drive, by the way? There aren't many all-wheel drive cars in this DLC. The Vector's one, the Calico's one, and the Sutton RS Classic is one. But that's all that I can remember. I feel like everything else is rear-wheel drive. This would have been a pretty good Gfredding car, though. This is pretty quick. Although, I still think the Vector would have been the best. Growler's rear-wheel drive, yeah, I thought so. Alright, let's see where we finish, if I can execute the parachute properly. This is where it all goes to hell, doesn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if the parachute absolutely fails completely. I'm in need of a break after the last few Gfreds. Does Josh know about the Gfred spirit? Yeah, this is Gfred spirit, Josh. Never give up. Oh, it's an absolute beaut. It's one of the best parachute jumps on the hot lap line I think I've ever done. Don't know where I'm going to finish until I cross the line, but I'm not going to respawn. It doesn't matter that the car's in the water. This is Project Homecoming. They don't have such silly things like Rockstar do on the main game. I would have respawned on vanilla, yeah, but fine here. A cat killed me. Rip Josh. 21st. Well... I think I'm definitely in need of a bit of a Gfred break after that. That was perfectly timed to be a terrible Gfred right at the end. I would have DNF'd. If this had been vanilla GTA, I would have DNF'd. So that's how bad it went. I think if I'd kept the...
Another lap and that might have been a decent little comeback. Pretty hectic race that one.
I think if I'd kept the Vectra, I might have been able to like at least keep a top 10, maybe even get a top 5. But yeah, hey, it's the off season. Let's just let it all out. Josh tried to give me his car in the tunnel too. Did he really, Benny? See? Josh genuinely being nice. But Gfred is a cruel mistress. If you've never seen Gfred before, it's very alien. And there's a lot of people in the YouTube comments who like say who'll have a go at me when I do badly without having never done Gfred before themselves and don't realize how difficult it actually is. Josh, you're the only one who hasn't finished. Do you want us to put you out of your misery, or do you want to keep going? You would have DNF'd long ago, by the way. No, he DNF'd. Alright, he did it himself. Alright, see Benny's perspective of this death. Oh, he went straight to the side of me. Good old 5M lag. He missed me on his screen. But not on mine.